Namaste, yogis. Translation of that word is, I honor the place in you that is of love, of peace, and of light. You are in your place, I'm in mine. Together we are one. Very appropriate that there you are, isolated in your house, me as well. But we have this energy within that we can share outwardly. And in this practice, dedicating our energy and our isolation, whatever part we can do, however humble, to make this world a better place. We begin in Virasana, hero position. If a block is available to you, or maybe a pillow, you can place that between your legs to sit back in our variation. Class is an essential yoga class with core focus, and we'll be using the blocks, but again, if you don't have one, you can use a pillow or nothing. So give you options, whatever, again, giving you whatever you have. That our mantra is, we do the best with what we have. So seated here, Virasana, hands just placed upon your thighs, eyes closed, and our focus is on our breath and our pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. That as we breathe, we draw that energy upward. And our inhale to breathe in strength, hope. And our exhale to let go of any trepidation, any fear. So that uplift, that inhale to energize us. The exhale to relax, restore, to settle, to accept our situation. That up and down, that in and out. And our yoga to bring those opposites together. Our physical core corresponds to Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Uddiyana Bandha at the navel. Rectus abdominis, our biggest core muscle, runs from pelvic floor to rib cage. Another breath, please. And bringing yourself onto all fours, placing your knees directly under hips, your palms a little bit in front of the shoulders. And in our bandhas, our hasta bandhas, our hands, how they're placed, middle finger forward, fingers spread wide. And thought is that you're spinning your fingers outward. Now that Mula Bandha, tail tucked under is an analogy. That you have a tail, tuck it. Think that you're tilting your pelvis. Maybe another feeling is that you're bringing your lower abs towards your lower back. Holding there and sensing again that tightness, rectus abdominis, and also our TVA, transverse abdominis, that runs horizontally. Let's do our Marjarasana, cat pose. We push into the mat, that pelvic tilt, mid back up to sky. Release, bend your elbows. Vittalasana, cow. A few more of these, please. Push into the mat, strength through underarm, serratus anterior, side body. Breath in, breath out. Last one here, please. Keep that pelvic tilt. Anchor on top of the left foot. Extend right leg long, toe pointed down. And perhaps length of that left arm. Now every pose given you, we begin in alignment. And maybe you move into another phase. Always have options. Choices. Lengthen and lift. Reach bottom of the foot to the back wall. Long extension. One more, please, and hold. Choices: arm out to side, maybe leg out to side and hold. Breathe. Palm comes down. Choices: lift and lower that side leg. Take it behind you. Place the ball of the foot, back edge of the mat. Press into that right hand stronger. Swirl to look at that back foot. Our obliques, part of the core. Lengthening through that right side, and shortening on the left. Come back to center, knee, and take your rest into child's position. Long drag on the arms, hips seated back, and breathe. Next breath. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Now lengthening, chest headed to the top of the mat. Go back into your child's. Arms drag you forward, chest headed forward. Take a breath. Arms tight to rib cage. Chest headed to the top of the mat, lower down, half chaturanga. Now the placement of those arms there. We are in our baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Lengthen, please, your legs and anchor them tightly to your mat. Draw the shoulders back more. Lift your chest, your heart. Now find that bandha, find that pelvic tilt here. Taking a breath. Option, maybe palms lift up off the floor. A little bit more difficult. Now we don't have the luxury of the hands helping us here. 2 more breaths. Stack your palms, forehead resting onto your hands. Variation here. Core work. Joseph Pilates recognized that yoga targets it. And Pilates move, little variation, legs open wide to the corners, arms to the corners, shoulders drawing back, lift and lengthen all 4 limbs. Superman position. So what we are, mustering up our strength to do what we need to do. Inhale a little bit higher and longer, slight release. Higher and longer, slight release. 2 more, please. Lift and lengthen, backside contracting, front side stretching. Stack palms, forehead resting onto your hands. Our habits are such that we are looking down our electronics so much, and we're sitting so much, that those back muscles, as a rule, are overstretched. So our intent is to tighten them, to strengthen those muscles that they hold us up a bit better. Another variation is our Shalabhasana, locust grasshopper. Now legs come together, one unit, thighs up off the mat, release your arms, reach to that back wall, palms lifted to sky. Lift those palms a little higher, slight release. Tail tucked under, navel drawn in. Gazing downward, please. I know you want to watch, but thought is this long extension, articulation from lumbar spine, lower back, our thoracic spine, mid-back, including our cervical spine. So if we lift that chin, impinging that neck, think of length, crown of the head, bottoms of the feet. Last one, relax, head turn to the left. Income center. Now again, our little variation in Pilates. Legs open wide, corners wide open back. Let's build our Superman. And this becomes swimming. Opposite arm, opposite leg, lengthen and lift, lengthen and lift. Contracting glutes and hamstrings, those are overstretched for our sitting position. Last one, arms to side, head turn to right. Gaze downward, palms to your heart. Leading from the heart. It's our mantra as well. Always shoulders drawn back, chest headed forward. Pull forward, up, arms tight to sides. And relief here in your child's position, seated back. A counter pose. As we tighten those backside muscles, this is opportunity to stretch them. Our world, our life, pretty tight, pretty constricted right now. But there will be time when we can stretch, when we can be free, go back to our routines. Inhale, coming back on all fours, knees under hips, palms a little bit in front of the shoulders. Tuck that tail, shoulders drawn back. Now length, left leg long, toe pointed down, right arm extends. We know the choices here. Inhale, long length, slight release. And maybe you hold in that first alignment. Again, always giving you options. The terminology in yoga is playing the edge. That you sense, that you feel, and knowing where you can maneuver within that area, not to hold, please, not to cause any more stress that we already have, but working within that realm that you can still breathe, still maintain your focus. Option, leg out to side, arm up. Palm down, maybe a lift and lower of that extended leg, working through hip structure, part of our core. 2. Beautiful. Take that leg side, ball of the foot, press onto that instep or ball of the foot, and then lengthening through the left side, push the mat away, look to right foot. Knee to knee, you rest into child's position, and shift those hips side side. Grabbing your block, please, or your pillow, or just arms close toward each other. Tail tucked under here, shoulders drawn back. Think of your inner thighs squeezing together. Abduction. Lift the block, your arms, your hands. Now keeping bicep ears, reach outward, upward, slowly. Big core work. That's it for pelvic floor, rib cage to draw you up. Take a breath here. Once more, navel drawn in, bicep ears, reach outward. Seated back onto your heels. Block touches. Once more, please. Reach out. Extend to the top of your mat. Keep your arms to ears. Reaching, lengthening here. Beautiful. Now, up to sky. Take a breath in our Chandrasana moon pose, still thinking that your inner thighs squeezing together, your tail tucked under, pelvic tilt. Exhale, over to left. Inhale to right, and maybe we sit over to right heel, left heel. Long, long length, out to the side wall, over to the side, up. Big work here on our obliques, those side muscles, part of the core, and hip structure. Breath in, breath out. Seated, lengthen. Exhale one more time. Over. Seated. Beautiful. Come center. Relax those arms. Big deltoid work here, top of the shoulders. Drop those shoulders. Bring your hands behind you onto your block. Rest your palms onto your glutes. Maybe hands just holding on there. Support of your lower back. Bring your elbows closer together. Squeeze your inner thighs, tail tucked under. Now in our Ustrasana camel. Pressing hips forward. Hugging shoulder blades together. Face up to sky. Option. Breathe. Back body contracted. Front body stretching. And relax your counter pose. Your child's pose. Balasana. Arms either extended forward. Maybe we give those shoulders a greater rest. Arms to side. Relax. Block, pillow, energy between the palms, whatever you have here. Reaching outward again. Squeeze inner thighs. Pelvic tilt. Rolling up. Back muscles like a pulley drawing us back. And tall. Other side, please. Exhale over to left, hips it to right. Long, long length up and over and side. Our core structure, front, side, back, and some hip structure. Over to the side. 3 more, please. Keeping those arms extended over to side wall. Reach, tilting that pelvis each time. Last one. Relax, palms down. You rest into child's position. Inhale. Come on to all fours. Palms a little bit in front of your shoulders. Fingers spread wide. That pelvic tilt, tail tucked under. We're going to lengthen. Right leg. Ball the foot onto the floor. Left leg. Hold plank pose, please. And breathe. Option. Left leg. Lengthening. Left down. Maybe right. Right down, knees, and your stretch into child's. Taking a breath here. Long extension forward once more, arms tight to rib cage, chest headed forward, lower down. Our opportunity here, prone, to contract those back muscles once more. Our baby Bhujangasana, lengthen the legs. They're drawing you back, chest and heart lifted, and breathe. Palms stacked, forehead resting onto your hands. Now a combination of our Dhanurasana bow and Shalabhasana locust, which we did. Perhaps left heel coming in towards your butt. Now we're contracting hamstrings and glutes. Left arm reaching back there. Option, right arm extending right leg. Now, if you can grasp onto that ankle, but keeping those knees tightly together, hugging the shoulder blades, lengthen, and maybe resistance, hand against ankle, that thigh comes up off the mat. Breathe. And relax. Head turn to left. Other side, please. Left arm extends. Shoulder plugged in, meaning moving to the back wall. Right heel. Hand reaching. That's your alignment. That's where you stay fine. If not, these more, lengthening. Option, hand onto ankle, draw in, lift and lengthen and breathe. Knee in toward each other. Hug your inner thighs toward each other. Not to flail that knee out to side wall. And release. Head turn to left, to right. Come center. Palms at your heart. Shoulders drawn back. Draw forward with your chest to heart. Lift. We take our rest, child's position. Sitting your hips over to left. Walk your hands over to right. Stretch on those obliques. And side of the hip. Our iliotibial band, muscle that runs from outer hip to outer knee. Hands walk forward, other direction. Hips sit over to left. Hands walk to right. Lengthen through the side. Breathe. Come center. Palms a little bit in front of the shoulders, knees directly under hips. Spread your fingers, arms hugging in toward each other. Tail tucked under on the balls of the feet. Lift the knees an inch. Core work here. Taking a breath, stay on your toes, please. Tailbone up to sky. Now, finding weight distribution here, push the mat away, lift higher, pelvic floor, down upon your heels as best you can, in your downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and breathe. Option, left leg extends, long 3-leg dog, split dog, and maybe shift forward, plank pose, shoulder over palm. Use lower body, press that heel out, hamstrings and glutes. Lengthen, extend. 3 more. Draw forward. Press back. A 2. Rest your knees. Child's position. Inhale, draw forward. Onto your forearms, please. Elbows under shoulders. Palms, fingers spread wide. Hugging those underarms together. Tail tucked under, navel drawn in. Extend right leg, ball of the foot, left. Holding in low plank here, and breathe. Lower body, pressing those heels out. Think that inner thighs are hugging toward each other. Option rainbow. Toes side, butt making the rainbow. Side, side. Arms stay down. Last one. Belly down. Palms stacked. Forehead resting onto your hands. Head comes up. Palms to heart. Shoulders drawn back. Reverse of how we got down there. Chest forward. Arms up. Knees under hips. Tail tucked under. Toes curled, knees up an inch. Build your dog, tailbone up to sky. Press back. And your option. Leg extended. Bottom of the foot, back wall. Shift forward to plank pose, shoulder over palm. Lengthen and extend. Now choice. Option. Stay on that knee. Lift and lengthen, press back, come forward. 2 more. Got your options. Bring knee down. Rest into child's. Head comes up. Toes curled under. Fingers spread wide. Knees up. Toes. Tailbone up. Press back. Lengthen. And maybe we walk our dog here. Bend one knee, other heel press to the mat. Deeper stretch in calves and soleus. And then walking your hands back to your feet. Knees bent, torso hangs. Think now of our padas, our feet. Spread your toes. Think of spinning the toes to the outer edge of the mat. Knees soft. Let the torso hang. Beautiful traction on our back, reverse of what gravity does to compress. Maybe move side to side. Taking a breath with Pada Bandha spinning, feel the strength along your outer hips, tail tucked under, rolling up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Our back core muscles, lower back quadratus lumborum, mid-back erector spinae, all along our spine, multifidi, those little guys helping like a pulley again to pull us up, coming to standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Our strength of a mountain in these days. Inhale, arms up to sky with a reach. We'll do our Chandrasana here standing. So spin those toes. Exhale over to left. Bend your elbows. Now back. Engage those muscles there for part of our core. Choice is step out, toe to the side. Maybe that's where you stay. Option. Lengthening. Tail tucked under. Thinking that you're up against a surface. Maybe arms lengthen. This is called longer lever, more weight away from the center, more challenge. Now come slowly together, Tadasana. Breath in, other side. Long length, over. Choice, bent elbows, got the back helping us here. Toe touched, that's sending more weight over to the left, a challenge. Maybe that leg lifts. Little trick, mound down on the big toe of that right leg. When we stand on one foot, outer thigh stronger, takes over that fascia there. Choice again, maybe arms long and slowly coming together. Tadasana, mountain pose. Beautiful. Arms up. We do our Uttanasana, forward fold. Now walking out to plank pose, Pilates move called inchworm. Hold your plank. Walk it back up. Bent knees, torso hangs. Rolling up slowly. Shoulders drawn back. Feel that sensation of coming from a shortness to a length front body, coming from a bend to tightness backside. One more time. Forward fold, chest out. Walk forward, plank pose. Hold. Option. Step touch. Side, side. Rest your knees. Rest yourself. Now coming up and talk about that hip structure. Seated, your left side. Knee coming in front of you. knee directly in line with your eyes, foot flexed, back leg aligned with the back edge of your mat, knee aligned with your ankle, feet flexed. Now this is a variation on pigeon, which is not a very happy pose for most of us, but we still have this stretch through the psoas, a muscle that runs mid-back, under pelvic floor, attaches the leg. Hands maybe walking, reach, and energetically think that that back knee is moving away from you as you extend further. Feel the tug from that knee across. Breathe. Breathe into the tightness. Feel sensation. Our yoga practice is to feel. Our yoga practice is to get more accustomed to our body. Learn about it. Come center. Let's switch other side. So shin parallel to the top edge of your mat, flexed foot. Other knee, other edge. Torso forward, hands close to you to start. And again, maybe that sensation enough. Option, lift and twist. Breathe into tightness. Feel. Learn about ourselves. Svadhyaya, fourth niyama, self-study, introspection. That in this time that we have alone with ourselves, that we learn more about ourselves and our priorities. That we emerge from this grateful for what we may have taken for granted. Coming back to center. And we're going to roll, stay on your side. Elbow under shoulder, underside of that rib cage lifted. Our side Vasisthasana. So use of the lower body, squeeze your inner thighs, press out your heels, palm down perhaps to lift you, and maybe this is what you hold. Choice is arm up to sky, and maybe exhale under the rib cage and up. 3 more. Under and up. 2. Rest your hips. Now choice, either block, pillow, or just keeping your legs closer together. Place your block at your ankles. Squeeze. Elbow under shoulder. Rest back onto your buttock. Take your leg more to the edge of the mat. Arm reaches, and it's a lift and lower. Lift, exhale, lower. Up and down. 2 more. Reach. Last one. Relax there. Now draw yourself directly to the edge of your mat. Extend your arm. Little rest here. Tail tucked under, navel drawn in, squeeze inner thighs, hips aligned, not shifting forward or back. Maybe palm down to lift and lower. That long lever thought now. Weight away from the center to challenge that middle. Option, maybe arm extends. Option, maybe lifting underside of the rib cage and lower. Lift your legs and lower. Last one. Rest it there. Beautiful. Bring your legs in. Remove the block. Now bottoms of the feet touch. You can come up onto your forearm again. Pull clam position. Squeeze and open. squeeze, and open. Underside of that thigh or outer thigh lifted up off the floor. Squeeze. 2. Maybe we take it on to that side Vasisthasana and maintain that squeeze and open. Rest. Nice job. Come center. Legs extended forward. Legs the width of the mat, a little bit more. Shoulders drawn back, toes curled in. Called saw position. Arms out. We rotate. Pilates move here. Think that shoulder headed towards your little toe. Come center, rotate. Shoulder, little toe, come center. So as you rotate, keep it going. Strength through the middle, a twist, but still alignment. You're not contributing to the slouch that we have, that we develop. Matter of front body, side body, back body. Beautiful. Come center. Now other side. So shift yourself. Our side, Vasisthasana. Legs strong, squeeze inner thighs. Elbow under shoulder, underside of the rib cage lifted. Palm down to hold you. Alignment, first phase. Maybe you stay there. Choices, arm up, under, a lift, and through. Navel drawn in, tail tucked under. Squeeze inner thighs toward each other. Beautiful. Rest and block between your feet. Roll onto that hip so you're not stacked, slightly open. Shoulders away from the ear. Arm reaches. A lift and lower. Exhale. Side body. Zip, rectus abdominis, TVA. Last one. Nice job. Over to the side. Lengthen your arm with, again, that pelvic tilt. Shoulder blades strong, aligned with the edge, hips stacked. Lift and lower. Maybe this is where you stay. Choices, arm up. Maintaining that hip stack. Option, lift and lower, legs and underside of the rib cage together, a reach and down, strength here, weight of the legs, challenging that center, 2, last one, beautiful, rest it there. Kick the block away. You say gladly. And come up, forearms. Do our clam position. Open up, thigh up, squeeze, and open. Abduction, adduction. Inner thigh, outer thigh. Choices in your Vasisthasana. Squeeze, open, underside working as well. Open and close. Last one. Beautiful. Nice. Come around. Take your rest here. Well deserved. Child's position. Choices. Knees open wide. Edge of the mat. Bottoms of the feet touch. And stretch back your wide child here. And relax your torso. Maybe stack your palms. Resting your forehead onto your hands. Coming up, palms planted, knees under hips, taking a breath here, tail tucked under, turn your toes, knees up an inch, bear position, on your toes, hips up, back, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking again, gaze forward. Maybe this time we walk feet to hands into our Uttanasana forward fold. Soft knees, torso hangs. Spread your toes, your Pada Bandha. Grasp your block or pillow or nothing at all. And roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Shoulders away from the ears, down the back, standing Tadasana mountain pose. Now our practice, our expression of Virabhadrasana 3. And thought is, in our Virabhadrasana 3, that we're not bending from the waist. Body one long line. So option with the arm extended, this longer lever, challenging more. Maybe hand just placed on your hips, shoulders drawn back, step out left leg. Now thought again, toe pointed down, press out your heel, lengthening. So hug your shoulder blades together. Get them to work for you too. Our back muscles, part of the core. Mound down, big toe of that right foot. Maybe you go parallel, maybe not. Now bring it to center. Beautiful. Option, we work it as a one-arm deadlift if you choose. Coming out, long length. Beautiful. Maybe hand reaches down, balancing here as best you can. And lengthen. Come to standing. All about different situations. I rarely practice on carpet on a mat. So again, we accommodate whatever we have to work with. Long, long length. Reach. Breathe. Go where you can go. Press out. Coming back up. Beautiful. Tadasana mountain pose. Other side. So one part, body part doesn't go before the other. Think that you're a pendulum. Long, long length. Maybe hand to hip. Maybe both hands to hip. Center of gravity a little bit more centered there. And come back up. Choices a few more times, whatever strength you have. Long, breathe, toe pointed down, lengthen. And squeeze, center, everything coming to midline. Beautiful. Standing in your Tadasana. Breath in, arms up to sky. Exhale to forward fold. Uttanasana. Palms to floor. Knees to floor. Take your rest into child's. You're wide-legged or knees together, whichever you prefer. Head comes up and bring yourself around to a seated position. Block, pillow in hand. Now grasping onto this block here, hollowing out your abs, that tail tucked under. Block forward, hands reach forward. Rolling down, please, slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Use your legs, squeeze your inner thighs, press out your feet, either pointed or flexed, whatever giving you more strength. Pause where shoulder blades almost touch. Choices, lift your legs in our collapsed boat. Option, Parapurna Navasana, bow pose, lift. Collapsed. Build your boat. Collapse your boat. Beautiful. Hold. And boat sinks. Lower your boat. Shoulders drawn back. Finding your Low back aligned to give you strength there. Now in our bridging, Setu Bandha Shavasana, heels come in close, feet pressed into the mat. Think of inner thighs hugging toward each other. Low back glued to the mat. Lift. Now strength of your bridge built by your feet. Feet planted stronger. Spin those toes. Now with the feet planted, think that your knees are moving more forward. Holding here. Choice is as you anchor on left leg, foot, right leg, lifts. Option, circle and lift. Circle and lift. Bring that foot down. Slowly, low back touches first. Mid back, thoracic spine. Rest your lower back and bottoms of the feet touching, knees plop out. Supta Baddha Konasana, cobbler stretch. We worked at those inner thighs to build your bridge, now giving them your stretch. Now grasping your block, please, or your pillow, between your knees horizontally and squeeze. Low back glued to the mat. Now Pilates terminology is imprinted spine, that your hand can't travel underneath that space. Closed off. Chest and heart lifts. Bring the knees in. Reach. Option, arms extended long. Exhale, chest and heart lifts, not chin, scrunch to chest. Face up to sky, exhale coming in, slight release. Breathe. 2 more. Last one. Now choice here. Remove the block. Got option. Knees. Low back glued to the mat. Bicep ears. Chest and heart lifts. Option, extend your legs out. Low back still glued to the mat, called hollow. And breathe. Legs halfway between the floor and the ceiling. Low back still glued to the mat. Adjust yourself where that low back stays planted, and breathe. Draw knees in and release. Maybe circle your knees or rock side to side. Heels planted, shoulders drawn back. Building your bridge again, Setu Bandha Shavasana, knees forward, toes forward, now to the corners. Lift up, tail tucked under, and breathe. Feet planted stronger, knees moving more toward the front wall. Option is we anchor onto right foot, left leg extends. Circle, lift. Last. Return that foot. Relax in your Supta Baddha Konasana. Draw right knee over to left. Arms are out to the side, palms down. Keeping the palm down, the shoulder down, head turns to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees other direction. Shoulders down, palms down. Inhale, come center. And stretching out, length, width of the mat. Shoulder blades nestled underneath, palms open to the sky. Eyes closed. Swallow, relax your throat. our allowing position, our acceptance position. Not succumbing. In our situation today, we choose to isolate ourselves. We're not victims, we're not prisoners, but our choice is to do what we can to mitigate the situation. In your Shavasana, your corpse pose, just allowing your body to relax flat into the mat. Find your breath. And knowing your exhalation attached to our parasympathetic nervous system. With your exhale, you have the ability to lower your heart rate, lower your blood pressure. Inhale, attached to the sympathetic nervous system, that adrenaline, that cortisol need to keep us alert. Accentuate here your exhale, elongate. So thinking that your breath in for the count of 4, your exhalation, count of 8. Our Shavasana a bit longer, cutting it just because of the platform we're working with here. But think of our situation now as one long Shavasana, opportunity to rest, restore. Finish your cycle. Bend your knees. Roll over onto a side. Top palm onto the floor to prop you up gently to come seated in Sukhasana, easy pose, comfort pose. Cross legs as best you can, or extended more forward. And we bring our palms together in closure of this practice. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your giving of yourself. Namaste, honoring that light and love within each of us. And we show respect to